Hey guys, PlayStation Chamber here. I'm here with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the best class setup for the Kuda. So the Kuda is a very powerful SMG, as you guys may already know, and if you put the right attachments on it, it can be way more overpowered than it already is. So I'm going to tell you guys the best attachments and perks to use to make the Kuda have an amazing class setup. So let's start getting into the class setup. So first of all, you're gonna need a reflex sight to make the attachment. You know, it's gonna need have a lot of range, so you have that accuracy to help you get the range you need and the accuracy you need. And second of all, you're gonna need the quick draw to help you get, you know, so you can aim faster, just in case, you know, somebody like gets close to you and you see somebody, you need to get up and aim at them as quick as possible. The stock, that's going to help you so you can move around faster while you're aiming. So that makes it a lot easier, so you can you know, if somebody's right in front of you, you can walk side to side or walk forward and backwards if you need to kill that person faster. And going to the tactical and the lethals, you're not going to need a tactical. You're just going to need a lethal, and that lethal is going to be the Semtex. It's going to be a great thing to use for you know, getting, like, if somebody walks into a room, it'll surprise them, or you can get it stuck on them instead of having a frag or it bounces off them or rolls. I mean, that's usually good for objective based games. So going to the perks, and you're going to need overclock so you can have your specialist ability faster. Just in case you have a really good specialist, like if you use a specialist weapon, that's going to be great for that. And I use Vision Pulse. I've been using it because I think it's really good for, you know, getting headshots when I'm trying to get my camos. So if you're trying to get headshots with the Kuda, that's also an amazing thing to use, is Vision Pulse. I use Ante Up to get my score streaks faster, just in case I go on really high streaks, which I have gone on pretty high streaks. Just a couple minutes ago, before I started editing this video, I just got a 31-7, and I went on an amazing streak. I went on a ruthless. So next thing is an awareness. If you have a Turtle Beach headset like me, I have the Stealth 500p for my PlayStation 4. That is an amazing headset to use because you have the options bass boost, bass and treble boost, natural sound. I use natural sound, and I can hear the enemies like amazingly, and it's really effective. And and if you don't have a Turtle Beach headset, or you don't have a headset that has like surround sound, I recommend definitely using Dead Silence, because that's an amazing perk to use, just so you don't get caught if you're trying to do, you know, free for all, or search and destroy if you're trying to go stealthy. So that is actually a really amazing and effective thing. The reason I wanted to use the red dot sight is because you can actually get into some pretty far gunfights, some pretty, you know, like you might need some range on your weapon, and it's really effective because it gets you the accuracy you need for that range. And the reason I have the quick draw grip is because, you know, if you get into a gunfight and you got surprised about it, you get into a surprisingly quick gunfight, you need to have that aim. You need to be ready to aim, and you'll aim as fast as possible, unless you know, hit fire a lot. But you need to aim as fast as possible to get the bullets into the enemy, so you don't die. The reason I have stock is because I do sometimes need to aim while I'm walking around, and that's actually really good if you walk side to side when you're aiming, and that's why I have that on there. Another thing that I did was I also had like the perks. Those are amazingly awesome, but first let's go to the lethal. The reason I had the Semtex is because I actually get a grenade to stick on somebody later on in this clip, but basically what happens is that person, the grenade gets stuck on them, and I don't know why, but I just stopped shooting, but it killed them, and so, I mean, I died, but they still killed the enemy, so I was still really happy about that. But you know, it can also surprise an enemy if they weren't expecting it. You maybe sometimes, like, if you're trying to roll a grenade, like a frag grenade, you're gonna need that for objective-based games like Domination or Capture the Flag, or like certain game modes that have certain rooms on, like Safeguard. So that's why I wasn't really using that, unless, you know, of course you're doing those game modes with this class. But right now I was just playing Team Deathmatch, so that's why That was, of course, using the frag. The Semtex, sorry. The Semtex can just stick on the enemy, and you don't have to worry about it bouncing off and then rolling away from the enemy. And it's always usually near them. If they're, see that I did that clip right there, it's stuck on them. But that's why it stuck on the enemy and I killed him, but I died at the same time because I just stopped shooting. So the next thing we're gonna go into is the perks, because the perk 1, overclock, I'm using the vision pulse because I was trying to get headshots with another weapon, but I just started using this. But it's also really good if you are trying to get headshots, or if you just need that little boost, because I was just really pushing to the enemies when I got my UAV, and I just continue just going straight to the enemies, or I'd use that and I'd push straight to the enemies after I used it. The next perk I used was Ante Up, because I had those score streaks, but I recommend using the score streaks if you're trying to get, UAV kills, if you're trying to get UAV assists and trying to get a little bit of extra XP, or trying to get to the enemies and trying to know where the enemies are and trying to stop them from knowing where you're at. I recommend using the UAV, the counter UAV, and the hater, because they are amazing. Like, they just give you, that little bit of stealth. The counter UAV gives you stealth, and the hater and the UAV give you that, that knowledge of where the enemies are, and where you're gonna need to go to kill the enemies. And the final perk I used was awareness, because it's amazing considering the fact that I have this headset that I always wear that has amazing quality. It's virtual surround sound. And that is the Stealth 500p Turtle Beaches, and they have the options of what settings you can use. You can use natural sound, bass boost, bass and treble boost, all those different options. And when you're trying to use this, I recommend using natural sound, because but I recommend using natural sound because you can hear everything around you. You can hear the bass, you can hear all the enemies walking in the view and hear their footsteps really well. So that's why I used natural sound in the setting, just in case you have that headset. I recommend using that setting. So that has been the best class setup for the Kuda, and I just put the rest of the gameplay. You guys can watch it and see the rest of the gameplay. So thank you guys for watching this video. This has been Blazing Chamber. Remember to comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Nomad KIA. Hostile down. KIA.
No medals for second place. Crush them. UAV inbound.
Nomad KIA.
Friendly Guardian deployed.
Target spotted.
Our reputation is our best deterrent. Excellent work.
And that's a wrap. Overwatch signing off. One shot, one kill. Won't even hear it coming.